my name is Sam. After several weeks of classes, I think we've been 2.5 months of classes, I was really impressed. From the first class where we came out and we got an introduction and a taste of kind of the style, Thomas was an impressive teacher. He's fun, he's interactive, we are always laughing and having a good time, and I think anytime that you're laughing, you're having a good time is also a good opportunity to learn, right? And I don't think Spanish is an easy language to learn, but I think that what we have experienced is understanding the structure, understanding how to put things together, how to ask questions is really helpful. What was fun is that we had a great time as we tackled something new, as we tried to understand something complex. Learning a language, Thomas often reminds us, is a lifelong process, right? You're not going to walk out of a course after 60 hours or 90 hours and understand everything about a language. And that's fine, because part of the fun of learning something new is that process of discovery, that process of making mistakes, that process of learning as you go. And I appreciated the time that he took to teach us, the time that it took to let us stumble our way through those 1 million or 2 million mistakes that we all made, and I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the class, and I really appreciate the time that they put into the materials. When I first looked at that one-page sheet, I have to admit, Randy and I think we both were kind of thought it was a little hokey, right? And you may think the same thing, that it's like, it seems a little gimmicky, but when you actually begin to understand the why, it makes a lot of sense, because it simplifies things in a way that is easily understood and eliminates that complex barrier that prevents people from learning language. So I think it's a really great system, and I appreciate what Thomas and El King and what Jared did to help us learn. So thank you guys.
My name is Latfola. I started my class 2 weeks ago to learn Spanish at El King. I think it was a great experience. When I first came in here, I didn't expect this class to actually teach me full Spanish that I speak now. And I remember when I came in here for an overview and Mr. Thomas was going through this paper, I looked at it like, I'm gonna risk it, because I didn't understand this whole paper, what it was all about, I didn't know there was hidden secrets in there that I needed to know in order to speak that English, the Spanish. But no, even though I missed about 8 classes out of the 20, I can still speak good enough Spanish to communicate with my customers and everything. Well, that's the main reason I want to learn it, because I need it for my job. Not that I need it to keep my job, but I need Spanish to make it easier so I can talk to my customers. I have a lot of Hispanic customers, and now, even taking this 10 weeks class, I can perfectly communicate with them, and I can ask all their needs, and I can offer them what they need and all that, and that makes me sales, and it makes me friend and all that. I can talk to my friends. So yeah, knowing all these secrets in this paper, that helps a lot. There's a lot of thoughts put into this paper, into the system and everything. The whole class was like an amazing experience for me, my classmates and everybody in here, the teachers, the assistants. It was fun. But I went to school to other language because I speak 5 languages. I went to school for other languages too. Every time there was a day that I had to go to class, I'd be like, another day of class, sitting in there. But this class was not like that. I was excited to be here because I wanted to learn, because I was learning. I wanted to see everybody here and practice my Spanish. It was so awesome. The first day I came in here, all I could say was tacos and burritos and hola, ¿cómo estás? So it was really awesome. Thank you guys Mr. Thomas, for the system that he put in there. And anybody who was thinking about learning Spanish, I highly recommend El King. A lot of good stuff in here to learn. Not just Spanish, they have English class and stuff too. I might come back for Chinese, That is another thing I'm thinking about.
Me gusta la clase muy bien porque yo tengo amigas nuevas y mi español es mejor. Yo hablo español ahora porque cuando yo entré en clase yo solo hablo en presente en este momento. Pero ahora yo hablo en pasado y futuro. Me gusta la clase mucho. Me gusta porque es muy fácil para usar. Y usa muy fácil cuando yo en la comunidad o con otras personas hablan español. Me gusta porque es muy diferentes formas y en grupos con otras personas quien hablan sola español. En personas hablan con nosotros en español y es muy interesante porque las personas de otra clase es de otros países, no solo de México o Colombia, es más diferente. Y afuera de esta clase nosotros hablamos. Me gusta. So I talk to my sister all the time, and I'm like, I so wish you lived in Utah so you could take this class. Like, it's so good. And I'm like, even the girls would be able to do it. But I definitely, I took this on the plane, and I'm, studying on the plane, and I'm like, listen, let me show you. The people around me, what are you doing? I'm doing my Spanish homework. It's so good. So, yes, I would definitely recommend it.
My name is Randy Baker, and this is our last class. And when I first started this class about 10 weeks ago, about 60 hours ago, the reason I wanted to take the class is because so much of my new family, just got married last year, only speaks Spanish. I heard about this class and signed up, and it was the first time I came and found out about how the class is going to work and the kind of the process and the system. I was very intrigued. I've taken Spanish a little bit in college. I've taken some other types of online classes and stuff, and never really got how to speak or how to put sentences together. Just a lot of memorization of words. And right from the very first kind of sample, we were here for about an hour or so one night, I was intrigued, and it was so unique and so different and seemed so easy that I signed up that night. And I can say that after being here for this long, the class was a lot of fun. There's a lot of good times. There's a lot of learning. There's some struggles. It's going to be a lifetime thing, but I have a really good foundation, I think, and moving forward, very excited. And I've been practicing it with some of my family members, and it's nice. They can understand what I'm saying, and I can understand quite a bit more than I thought I'd be able to, at least after 2.5 months. And I would encourage anybody who is considering learning Spanish, or even any language that they teach here, to definitely come check it out. This is a fantastic opportunity. They make it very simple. They make it fun. The system is very, very well thought out. A lot of time, a lot of effort has been put into this. You can see that right from the very first day. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a challenge, they can't teach me. I'm too old to learn this stuff. But it turns out I'm not.